The Walking Dead Season 1 starts with Rick Grimes getting shot on duty. Because the apocalypse apparently loves dramatic cold open, Rick wakes up in an empty hospital and immediately realizes something is wrong. Because the vibe is abandoned with extra screaming silence. He shuffles outside and finds the world ended while he was asleep, which is honestly the worst nap to wake up from. Rick goes home and finds it empty. Then meets Morgan Jones and his son Dwayne, who explain the apocalypse like it's a terrible neighborhood update. They give Rick supplies and a goal. Find your family, avoid zombies, and try not to die. Basic weekend plans now. Rick rides into Atlanta thinking big city equals answers, which is adorable because big city actually equals Zombieland. Rick gets surrounded and climbs into a tank because if you're going to panic, do it in premium metal comfort. A mysterious voice on the radio helps him, and Rick is like, great! The apocalypse comes with customer support. He meets Glenn Rhee, a fast-talking survivor who treats danger like cardio and sarcasm like oxygen. Glenn leads Rick to a survivor camp outside the city, where the main activity is arguing, and the second activity is surviving. Rick finds his wife, Lori, and son, Carl, alive, and he's like, I would like to cancel my previous emotional breakdown. Then, Rick meets Shane Walsh, his best friend, who also conveniently became Lori's boyfriend while Rick was busy being unconscious. Rick immediately becomes the leader, because in every apocalypse, the guy with the calm voice gets promoted on sight. A group goes back into Atlanta for supplies because the show loves sending people into danger like it's a grocery run. They find a department store full of walkers, which is what zombies are called when you want to sound less panicked. Someone accidentally sets off an alarm, because in the apocalypse, the loudest person always wins the worst timing award. They escape, but one survivor gets separated, proving again that groups in this show have the coordination of cats. Back at camp, tragedy hits, and everyone learns the hard lesson. Kids and guns are a terrible combination in any universe. Carl survives, and the group decides to leave camp because apparently stability is illegal in this franchise. They head to the CDC because if you're desperate, you will absolutely drive to the most suspicious building in America. Inside the CDC, Dr. Jenner greets them like, welcome, please enjoy the end of the world. We have lighting. Jenner explains the infection, which is basically science saying, yeah, you're all doomed. But politely, then the CDC goes into self-destruct mode because this show loves endings that are also explosions. The group escapes just in time, and Rick gives a speech like, we keep going, which is apocalypse talk, for I have no plan but vibes. Season 1 ends with the group driving into the dark, and the only guarantee is more walkers, more drama, and absolutely zero quiet weekends.